Now, a Conservative MP is calling on the government to do more to combat fake news online and what are called filter bubbles, where computer algorithms feed users a steady diet of one particular type of news or views. John Penrose argues there can be serious consequences, with people being sent wrong or misleading information or having ideas presented to them over and over again, leading to radicalisation. This week he held a debate on the subject, and I caught up with him afterwards and asked about his ideas to tackle the problem.
What I'm suggesting is something which will be very familiar to people in the BBC and people in Sky News and ITV and anywhere else, any other broadcaster, which is you all have a duty of balance. So if I come up with some outrageous right-wing comment, you're expected to come up with the other side's point of view on any argument. And the same goes for religious arguments, for anything else. You're expected to come up with a balanced view. Now, when you're going online, at the moment, what happens is if I look up stuff about fishing tackle, I'll get sent more and more things about fishing tackle because the algorithms keep on serving me more of the same. Those algorithms are basically doing the same job which a BBC editor would do, only they aren't doing it with any sense that you've got to balance it out. Now, fishing tackle isn't something that requires balance, but if I do start looking at things to do with Islamic jihad, there's nothing that says you've got to have Google or Facebook, whoever it is, has got to send me something saying, you do know there's another side to this argument, don't you? And so I'm arguing we've already got an answer. It's been really well tried and trusted. It's applied to broadcasters, radio and TV for decades and decades and decades, and it kind of works. So why don't we apply it? We'll need an updated digital version, a modern version, but why don't we apply the same principle in a digital way to the online filter bubble that serves you and me things depending on what we've already seen?
Now, when you had your debate in Westminster Hall, the Minister pointed very firmly to the Online Safety Act, which has just come in. It's not really got going yet, but that does put more of a duty on internet providers to protect people. Do you think that that's going to be enough of an answer?
So I think it's helpful. It's certainly not nothing. It's valuable, and I voted and supported the Act when it was still going through Parliament. But I don't think it's enough in this area. I think that this is an important missing piece which the Act never really got to. The Act does all sorts of very important things, protecting children online and so on, but it never really got to this. And the interesting thing is that there was a pretty good turnout at this debate. It was a cross-party turnout, and pretty much everybody else from all the other political parties as well agrees that this is an area we've got to come back to.
And if we do nothing?
Well, then I think we are in danger. I think we are, as a society, in danger of being undermined by conspiracy theories, tinfoil hat purveyors of all sorts of weird nonsense. And it isn't just the elections that are coming up in this country and other countries too. It's in all sorts of things to do with our health and all sorts of other things as well.
John Penrose on combating disinformation.